Welcome to another video. We are packing our bags today because we are flying to Mexico tomorrow.
I'm so excited.
It's so exciting. We are escaping the Canadian cold for a beach destination.
We know packing can be stressful, so we're gonna share with you our best packing tips and travel products that are going to help you save time, space, and stress for your future travels.
So we split this video in 5 categories: packing and organization, beach essentials, clothing tips, health and safety, and technology. We've also linked all the products that we'll be talking about in the description below. So let's jump right into it.
Let's do it. All right, before we get into the organization tips, let's talk about the best type of luggage to use. Now, when we're traveling and staying in one place the entire time, we do like to use suitcases with wheels so we don't have to carry all the weight on our backs. But if we're going on a trip where we are moving around multiple areas, we like to use our Gregory backpack. And this is really great for beach destinations. It came really handy when we traveled in Thailand because we were going in and out of boats. We were moving around to lots of islands, and using a suitcase with wheels, not ideal in the sand. You're gonna have to carry it and it's awkward and bulky. So this really comes in handy. So we love this for beach destinations, so we're nimble. Now, one of the things that we really like about the Gregory backpack is that it's a front loader, so you can actually open it up as a suitcase, and it's much easier to find things instead of digging all the way at the bottom to find what you need, which is one of the things I don't like about other backpacks. So a really awesome, great travel backpack.
Another really good tip that actually saved me a lot of space is rolling up your t-shirts and pants. So you basically lay it down like on the floor, tuck in the sleeves, and just roll it up on the bottom. The same for the pants. It just makes fit everything so much better. And
speaking about packing, one of the first things that we suggest doing, I know this is probably not something everyone can do if you're really tight on time, but we do suggest laying out everything that you're planning to bring, because seeing it all visually laid out, you're going to realize that there's certain things that maybe is not that necessary to bring. So that's a really good tip. If you have time, lay things out and take a look at it and just throw away the things that you know you're really not gonna wear, or you're only gonna wear like once.
Yeah, our living room couch usually looks like a bomb the night before because everything is on that couch.
It's like a tornado kind of went through our apartment.
I always wonder how we can fit this in the backpack or in a suitcase, but
we do it.
It always works. It always works. So speaking about organization, we really love using those packing cubes because it's just so convenient to just take them out of your backpack, out of your suitcase when you arrive at your destination, and put it in one of the cupboards and tuck the suitcase away. It just makes your experience there so much more enjoyable, and you can find things much easier.
Yeah, you can categorize them, so it's so much easier. You're not like digging through that favorite top for a special occasion. You know, in different types of the packages what you're going to have. You've got your bottoms in one, you've got your tops, maybe your dresses in another one. So much easier to organize and find your clothes.
Love it, yeah. Something that I just recently discovered, because we're traveling with a lot of gear now as well, are those Velcro strips.
Oh, so
They are amazing. They look like this. They are colored. You just like take one of these off and you just attach it to a cable and tuck it in. I think I have a cable somewhere here. Look at this, just so much more organized.
So organized.
It's great, yeah.
I hate when all the wires get tangled up and you're trying to untangle them and it's just all a mess bulk. Plus it also takes up a lot more space that way. This way, keeps everything organized, you're saving space, and just a lot easier to get things out.
Yeah, keeps your suitcase organized, keeps your day backpack organized if you travel with a camera or something like that as well, that you need some cables to recharge and stuff, right? Something that's really handy, and it happened to you that one of those sunscreen bottles actually exploded. So we started to wrap the bottles in plastic foil. I don't know if you can see that here. So very easy to do, just normal saran wrap. Wrap it in, close it up, and you're good to go.
Again, it takes a little bit of time to do it, but it really saves you stress. You don't want sunscreen exploding in your bag. So definitely a great tip there.
Awesome, yeah, and like always be like weight conscious when you pack your backpacks as well. So we typically put heavier items like shoes or something bulky on the bottom of the backpack or of your rolling suitcase. That just makes it much more easier, and like it doesn't squish down all your clothing that's in your backpack.
Yeah, if you have a suitcase with wheels, it helps so it doesn't topple over, it helps distribute everything, and then if it's a backpack or either or, you just don't want things to get squished or damaged. So that's a really great way to do it too. Yeah. And also, don't forget to throw in a laundry bag. So, you know, you put all your dirty clothes in one bag and it's not thrown around and like get mixed up with your clean clothes. I know that's really...
I would have forgotten that a million times.
Not fun.
No,
so
it's just
make sure that you throw that in there.
Yeah. All right, let's move to the next category.
So, clothing tips. Plan your outfits ahead of time and make sure you bring clothes that are versatile. You're probably gonna hear me say this a few times, but really this is the best way to save space. Making sure that what you're bringing can be used in different scenarios. So one way to, you know, bring variety, I know I sure love variety and that's my problem where I end up packing too many things. Well, you can bring variety without bringing an entire closet by choosing things that can work and mix and match together. So one way to do that is bringing neutral colors, not too many funky patterns, things that can mix and match easily together with tops and bottoms.
Yeah, and something that is quite hard for Diana here is cutting down on your shoes. Honestly, like we always bring way too many shoes, way too many pairs, and you end up just like wearing your like favorite like sneakers or just like flip-flops on the beach, right? So cut down on the shoes.
Yeah, and again, you know, you're thinking of shoes and you want to bring a lot of variety because, you know, you have different kind of outfits, but this is where, again, try to bring shoes that work with multiple different outfits. So this is one of the reasons why one of my favorite shoes are Vessies. Look at this design. So the cool thing about Vessies is they really got you covered in every scenario possible when you're traveling. They are 100% waterproof, so, you know, if Mother Nature's not in your favor and you're caught in a storm, your feet will not get wet.
Not at all. You can jump in all the puddles that you see.
And they're super light. They're actually the weight of an iPhone.
Yeah.
They're incredibly light and they're very breathable too. So, you know, they're really great for walking around the entire day while you're exploring cities. Not to mention they're incredibly comfortable. I always have issues with my feet. They're pretty sensitive when I'm walking around for a long time. So a comfortable shoe is incredibly important to me. And we're really, really excited to have partnered up with Vessies. We've been raving about these shoes forever.
Oh my God, yeah.
So we're really excited about being able to offer a $15 off code, a Roadmap to Adventures. We're gonna link their website below if you wanna check it out. But again, one of my favorite things besides the list of like what makes this, in my opinion, a magical shoe for traveling
oh yeah,
is the designs. So again, this white shoe right here is awesome. I can pair it with casual outfits, but I can also pair it with cute dresses. So pretty much everything I'm bringing to Mexico, I can wear these with perfectly. So, I mean, that saves me from having to bring like so many different shoes.
Yeah, and speaking about bringing shoes, always make sure to use like one of those shoe bags, just like, you know, when it's getting muddy outside or whatever, you don't want to like mess up all your clothes. If you don't have a shoe bag, use a shower cap. Works very, very well as well. And yeah, that got it covered.
And of course, wearing your heaviest and bulkiest clothes on the plane. So great way to save space. You can always take things off on the plane, but making sure that your bulkiest thing is on you.
Yeah, you only got 20 kilograms on in your luggage, right? So you gotta make sure that you use the space wisely.
Okay, so we're now gonna run over a checklist of the basic beach essentials. Obviously, don't forget things like sunscreen and sunglasses. We wanna share with you some products and tips for the beach that are gonna make your experience much better that you might not already have on your checklist.
Yeah, first up, microfiber beach towels. A special thanks to our friends at Snap-Dry. They supplied us with 2 towels and we've linked their website in the description below. Microfiber towels are amazing. They're so thin, and look how tiny they fold up. Unlike other traditional towels, they also dry very quickly.
Yeah, they're awesome. But even though your towels may dry quickly, you might still have wet clothes on your beach trip. So I would recommend throwing in a plastic bag that you can have to put your wet clothes in.
Yeah, absolutely. And we also always travel with our snorkel gear. If we go to beach destination like in Mexico, we like to bring our own snorkel. It is way more hygienic, it saves you money. I know it can be a little bit bulky, but if you have the extra space, highly recommend that.
Yeah, you do have to sacrifice a little bit of space for it, but it does save you from constantly renting it. It'll save you money. And so if you really are loving snorkeling, this is definitely something to consider bringing your own.
Absolutely, yeah. Another great addition to your travel gear will be those kind of things.
Water shoes.
Water shoes. They are so good to bring. You never know if the beach that you're going to is a little bit rocky, or if you decide to just climb up those cliffs and jump off them. Just a really good addition.
Yeah, they're just comfortable to walk.
Yeah,
so if you're planning to walk around a lot, maybe flip-flops aren't the best. Water shoes, we wore them a lot when we were traveling in Thailand.
Oh my god, like daily for sure. Very recent addition to our gear is a dry bag. So if you're traveling with anything, any electronics, camera that is not waterproof, those bags got you covered. That's a 20-liter bag. They also have like a 10-liter or a 30-liter. So choose your size. Very handy. And I know lots of backpacks that we're traveling with, but you always need like a small, very foldable day backpack. So we've decided to travel with this kind of little guy here.
So we recommend bringing a little health kit along with you, some just basic medication or essentials. Usually we bring painkillers, something for kind of your stomach, motion sickness for me, because unfortunately I definitely experience that a lot on trips. Boats for me are a bit difficult.
Let's say they put you to sleep.
And a little nauseous.
Yeah.
So those motion sickness pills definitely come into handy for me. So yeah, just a few basic essentials so you're ready to go. Wouldn't go overboard with this because obviously most countries you can't go to pharmacies and get what you need, but we like to have these handy so when the moment hits and you need something very basic, you have it on you. And then our next one up is locking your luggage with a TSA approved lock. Now, if it's not TSA approved lock, they're gonna cut it off and kind of, makes you need to buy another lock in the future. Plus, you don't really want the TSA agent to be cranky because they might not be as careful when they put your stuff back if they're investigating your bag.
Yeah, they're super small. They come in like all the sizes and like with like a number combination or with a key, whatever you prefer.
Yeah.
Next up is digital security. So we've started to use a VPN, which is like a virtual private network that protects you when you're traveling, when you're like dialing into like the Wi-Fi at your Airbnb, at your hotel. You're secure. You can also actually choose the country that you are basically located at. So if you want to watch your favorite Netflix show, you can actually dial into the US or Canadian Netflix. So that's great.
It comes in handy.
It comes in very handy, yeah.
And another one is the Grail water bottle. So the water in Mexico is not safe to drink from the tap water. So one of the things, instead of buying water bottles everywhere you go, is to bring this Grail water bottle, which is actually a filtration water bottle well, you probably can explain it better.
Absolutely, yeah. So you would actually just like open the water bottle here, and this little thing here comes out, and that's the filter. So you put your water in here, and then you just compress it through the filter, and it is actually kind of hard, and you got full of water.
Yeah, and so this is really more, you know, sustainable because you're not buying plastic to get your water constantly, and it does come in handy where you basically, you know, can use water source anytime safely. I would say this is a bit expensive as far as a water bottle goes, so you know, you want to make sure that you're getting this if you're going to get a lot of use out of it. So if you're going to a lot of countries where the water isn't safe to drink, or if you're an avid hiker or camper, because you can get water from rivers and filter it out and be completely safe to drink.
Yeah, we've used this one a lot already.
So one of my favorite tech items to bring on a beach destination trip is my Kindle, because you can have multiple books on it, and so it saves space. It's really, really lightweight, takes up barely any space whatsoever, and it's light, and also it's easier to read on the beach in comparison to like an iPad, so you don't get that glare
or anything, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So talking about electronics, we travel with like laptops, cameras, a drone. So a really, really good tip for you is to actually have this always on you. Put it in your carry-on, in your backpack, in your purse. You just want to make sure that nobody is like throwing your luggage around when you are like loading up the airplane, right? So another really good one is we love to snorkel, we love to do water sports, any activities. A GoPro is always handy. This little camera is very, very mighty. We actually filmed our first videos on this GoPro. Make sure that you bring like one of those accessories. This is like a floaty handle kind of thing, because if you're snorkeling, you drop it, it actually floats up. Very, very handy. Talking about taking pictures and finding that right angle, if you don't have anyone that actually can take a picture of you, we always recommend this little thing here, this tiny Joby Gorilla Pot. They come in different sizes, and they wrap around anything like a branch or like a door handle. We've attached to a door handle before. Very, very handy. Lastly, we always have to charge so many items. So we always travel with this little travel adapter. It actually fits into any socket around the world and has 4 different USB and 1 USB-C port. So you can charge all your devices at the same time. Yeah.
Awesome. Well, thanks for the tech tips, Daniel. Well, that wraps up our video. So we hope that all of our tips have been really helpful for you and that you enjoyed them. Please make sure that you like, comment, subscribe. Let us know below which one was your favorite tip.
Yeah, and make sure to hit the bell notification button as well for our upcoming videos in Mexico and for you to find out where we're actually traveling.
Yeah.
All right, so now we have to get actually this in our suitcases, and yeah, we're gonna leave tomorrow. So exciting!
So excited! I'm so excited to escape the Canadian winter cold.
Yeah.
All right, guys. See you guys in the next one.